everybody, it's Honey Lou. I'm going to share the decks I am loving this month. So this is the You Are Here. I actually got my Kickstarter in from Monica Ann, and these are the three decks that I got. So I did the VIP early bird, and so I got these three decks. This is the second edition of the key. I don't know how to pronounce it yet. I should have Googled it. Kilig, and then You Are Here, and this is a food love messages menu. So this is gorgeous. It's one of the most prettiest decks that I've ever owned, honestly, and it's my aesthetic, and it's something that I've been looking for. Look how beautiful. It's very dreamy. I think it's stunning. Also, the cardstock is really nice. It's a matte. It's kind of like, was it UV coating or something? It feels just like the Scarab and Dahlia tarot. But here is the guidebook. It's really pretty, full color. You get a page for each card, but it's nice because you don't really need the guidebook because you get the three, or there's like 3 keywords. Yeah, it's definitely one of the most prettiest Oracle decks I've ever seen. Also, it resonates. The artwork resonates. This is something that I've been looking for and I've always wanted. It definitely feels like my childhood and very nostalgic for how, it was for me as growing up. And this is what I liked. These are the colors. Everything about it is gorgeous. I've done some readings with this already, and it reads really well. And I'm excited to keep using it, and I'm excited to read for others, especially relationship readings. That's primarily what I like to read for, is relationship readings. Gorgeous was one of my first cards I pulled, and I loved it. That one, and then what was the other one? Look how pretty. Rose-colored glasses. I think I got, what was it? Soulmate, maybe? I love this red rose. That's so cute. I like this card too. No, I got Sweet Honey. I got Sweet Honey, and then I got Gorgeous. I love this Queen one too. I've never seen gilding like this, and it's nice. It's very nice. It's going to be sad when I use it and it gets worn in and it goes away, but it's gorgeous and I love it. Okay, this is the first edition of You Are Here. This deck is out of print for now, but I do believe that she does plan to do a reprint in the future. Also, you could pick this up on her website on Etsy. I will link it down below. So yeah, this was part of the VIP prize. If you click the VIP, you got this deck. She had like the last 50 of copies, and this is stunning too. So here is the guidebook. I like this box. I like this. Very pretty. I love her art style. I think this is, I don't know, gorgeous. I hope she makes a tarot deck, because it's amazing. Oh, did I ever show you these backs? I don't think I did. Look how pretty they are. So my sister and I are 10 months apart, and my mom and my dad would dress us up, pretty similar. Like we would have like matching stuff, but I would always be the pink and she'd always be purple. So these are very both nostalgic. So I'd be pink and she'd be purple. That's just how it was. Also, we used to love San Marino store, the Hello Kitties, stationery stuff, Lisa Frank. This is my favorite card in the deck. But this is gorgeous. So pretty. It's gonna look good with Daniel Noel's decks like that. Levi's Oracle deck that I just got too. And then here are the cute little love messages menu. These are on a really nice little cardstock too. So this is what it looks like. You just get a food item, or sweet, salty, or what else? Delicious. And then this is what the backs look like. So it's a food love messages, which is exciting. I'm excited to use it. Okay, Pixie. This one I got last month, but I forgot to share it. I've always heard good things about this deck, and I've always heard bad things about this deck. And personally, I actually really enjoy it. I think it resonates, and the readings were always spot on. So this one has like a very nostalgic feel. It's very blurry. I wanted this because this was all of Mary Evans' content, and I believe that's the reason why she won't reprint the Road to Nowhere Oracle, because it's not all of her content, she says, but it's, I don't know. And I don't really agree with that. I don't think anything's wrong with the Road to Nowhere Oracle, but I think that's just like her preference. So I wanted to get this. I just wanted to see what, her stuff was. What was she trying to bring? But I do love her eye for art and creativity. This is very blurry. But this is also good for like relationship readings, energy check-in. It's very versatile in that way. Super cute. Backs. Okay, let's talk about the greenie, the little mini greenie that I got off of Make Playing Cards. This was created by Anna. I got to meet Anna. She introduced herself, and I was happy to hear from her. It was kind of funny because I had a feeling that I was gonna talk to her, and she sent me a message and introduced herself, and I thought that was really cool because I just felt like I already knew it, like I already knew it was gonna happen. But she did an amazing job. This actually made my year. This was like the highlight. This one and Nova's Thoth deck were the highlight. And this was something that I've always kind of envisioned I'd wanted, for myself, was a mini Thoth greenie. And she did a really good job. That's all I could say, is that it's really good. She, we talked about it in her thought process, her vision for this, it was really cool and interesting to hear about it, and her passion for it, and trying to like recreate it more original, trying to make it more of like how it was supposed to be. And also she's a watercolor artist, so she kind of knows about colors and stuff, and how colors were back in the day and all that stuff. But it was really cool, so I enjoyed getting to know her. And she'll be making another one of these in a different cardstock. This is in linen, and so I'm excited for that one to get the standard smooth. And this linen is very nice too, but it looks very professionally done. All of these decks do, because obviously they are, but I'm just saying, like, I am just, sometimes, I don't know, I just feel she did a better job than US Games and them did I don't want to be rude though, but I just feel she did a good job. She did a really good job. And then, what else? Okay, Smoke Ash and Embers. I love this deck so much. So this deck reminds me of the Spolia Tarot just by the feel of it. This is the most like luxurious deck that I own. The artwork is really beautiful and vibrant. And I plan to go buy another one, and I plan to go get the Oak Ash and Thorn now. Since I got to try this out, I love this card. There's nothing I dislike about this deck, honestly, and I just really enjoy working with it. And I love how it reads. This is my favorite card in the deck because I love that little pink right there with the blues and all the greens and how it just ties in together. It's just beautiful. Yeah, this is incredible. I love this Magician card. That's my favorite. I think this is an extra card, which I'll keep in. I love this Ten of Pentacles. I love the Seven of Wands. The Hermit's really cool. These are so cute. The cups are really cute in this deck too. I like the swords, the black dragons. The world is beautiful. I love this Ten of Wands. This is really pretty. So is this one. Again, with the cups are gorgeous. Knight of Swords. The Lovers, the Empress. Beautiful. The Void Tarot. I love this deck. I got this about a month and a half ago, and I love these backs. I love the cardstock. I love the quality. This is how much I've used it. So I'm really proud of this, honestly, because it just shows how much I've used it and how much I've loved it. I bought a backup copy because I want to use it. And it always makes me feel better when I buy a backup copy. And I think this deck looks awesome when it's like this too, with the little shinies. It looks cool. I don't know. And then it's not like splitting or anything. It's more so that it's rubbing on top of the layer and it's making it really shiny, which is kind of cool. This is a rose petal finish, or it's like a black core. But I love everything about it. And it is sticky when you first get it, so now it's not. It does kind of grab still, but it's not bad anymore. So look at what I could do now. I wasn't able to do that, but now I could do that easily. And this was a bitch to soap, so I wouldn't really recommend soaping this one. I think it will just get better with time, but it does get better. It's aesthetically pleasing. This is one of those decks that really surprised me too. And it was my highlight of last month as well. And I feel it's definitely a top 10 for me now. I don't know what really is my top 10 anymore, but I know that this is going to be on there. I love this card. I love how these reds change. Like if you do a flash, sometimes it looks like a bright red, or it looks like a rusty red, or it looks like a pretty brown red, or like a metallic red. Sarah Nissan, she is a Gemini and a Libra rising, and it makes a lot of sense because I feel like Geminis they have like a natural eye for aesthetics and trends and creating aesthetics and creating trends. I just feel like they have like a natural eye for it. And what is cool too is that Sarah is a Gemini and she's also a twin. So she has a twin sister. So I feel like she nailed this trend that she was trying to, nailed this aesthetic that she was trying to create. Also, I feel like it's so different and unique, and there's nothing really like this with the borders. The way she was able to kind of put all this and tie it together and just make it look really beautiful and pleasing to look at. Also, these backs I think are the best. And I liked her aesthetic of, creating the campaign, her website. It was, very limited of what you got to see. So I got to enjoy the process of getting to know this deck without seeing it at first. And then I did see it on YouTube, but it was kind of hard to see because the cards are too far away. So I got to experience it by myself, which was really fun. And they're a lot smaller, so it takes a while to get to know them. Not too bad, but I mean, once you get to know them, they look big after. But when you first get it, it looks small. I do love that font. This card's really pretty. And Aldana had a really good idea with, buying the companion book because the images are a lot larger. So if you do have bad eyes, I would get the guidebook just to study the artwork first. But honestly, it's not really that bad. It's just different and something you're not really used to. I mean, if you could read a mini fine, I think you'll be okay. But this is a standard cardstock. I love this Queen of Pentacles. I love this Wheel of Fortune. The Moon is beautiful. I love this card too. And the World, there's a skull there. Five of Swords. I like the Sun too. I like the cups. The cups are really pretty. And I like the wands. I like the faces. But anyways, the Libra, it's a very romantic, sensual deck. And then with the Geminis, it's just a very chatty, aesthetically pleasing. And it's very eccentric and very secretive and delicate and elegant and dainty. That's all I could say about it. Same stuff. And it reads really well too. Okay, the Efflorescent Tarot. So this was a friend of mine actually found this for me and gifted it to me. And so I am very grateful for it. This is one of my unicorn decks and I can't believe I actually have it now. The backs are beautiful. It's on a glossy cardstock. It's so pretty. So it's gilding. I like the updated backs. I used to watch walkthroughs of this all the time. I've always wanted it. I love the white space, and I love that some cards are very, they're limited with the colors, but then some of them are full on, how you get the white space right there. I love the color palette of this deck, and I feel like it's perfect for right now, with the seasons of it winter and it's transitioning into spring. It feels like a cold day. It feels like after a rainfall or something. Very cottage witch forest vibes. Also, it feels it could be like a fall deck too. But it's very gloomy and I like it. This is my favorite card in the deck. It's interesting. It's very whimsical. It does remind me of the Aquarian Tarot, but better. I don't own very much whimsical decks. I like this card. I love the colors. And I love the pixie haircuts. This is gorgeous. This one's beautiful. This is my favorite card in the deck. This reminds me of like a Queen of Pentacles in a way too, with just the forest and being in touch with the land. This one's beautiful. That one's gorgeous. I love the Devil. I love the Queen of Swords. I love the Queen of Pentacles too. The World. I love that. This is beautiful. The colors, a choice of colors. She's my favorite. Yeah, I feel like it's very inviting and it's easy to kind of like put yourself in the cards and to just really feel it out. It's very intuitive that way. I know this is a very special deck in my collection too, and I know that I'm gonna have fun with this year, and I'm looking forward to it. Okay, the Wild Unknown. I love this deck. Just quickly show it, I guess. It's always a favorite of mine. I love this deck. Never gets old. This is the indie version. There's something about how, like, I love the cardstock in the indie version. This looks very 3D. But this was my first animal deck, and it never gets old. It really never does. It's very timeless for me. And the last 3 years, it's been a top. It's always steadily been on the top for me. I love that. I love that. I love the Son of Swords. I love this card. I love this card. It's my favorite. I think it's cool that some people get tattoos of this deck. I love the Fool and I love the Empress. What else? Let's do the RSW Mundine. This is Jewels and Frost, created by Nova. I love the tuck box. I still have yet to try out these spreads, which I'm going to do soon. I just wanted to make this video. But this is really beautiful. So it's two sides. There's the Frost. And then here's the Jewels. The Jewels is what's really I'm drawn to right now. This thing pairs with everything and anything. And it looks so good too. I really do love the energy that this deck carries. It's very happy. It's not over, you know, like some things can be like too bright or whatever. Like it doesn't have a over, it just feels very gentle in a very bright way. And it's very vibrant, but it's just very pleasing to look at. I love every single card. This is pretty amazing. Very attracted to it. It's so beautiful. And it's suiting. I'm excited for, I don't know, I'm excited. I think this is going to pair well with everything. And I can't wait to work with it more. I love that card. And there's different card stocks too. So I got the glossy, I believe there's a plastic. And I don't know, this one, yeah, this one's the glossy because I love glossy cardstock. Then here is the backs or the fronts, whatever you choose. It's very creative. I mean, you can come up with whatever you want to do. Like if you want to like customize your deck, you could do it like that. If you want, you know, just pick your favorites. A lot of creative. Ooh, that's so cute. I want to get the other one too, eventually. And then, where's my other one at? I don't know where it's at. Here's the Golden Rider. I'm still really loving this one. I am on a Waite Smith kick. Definitely like the best backs. And this is the reason why I'm on a Waite Smith kick, is because of this deck. This is the Blushing Fool, the yellow box. And I think this tuck box is the beautifulest tuck box ever. Even though that it's old, this is how much I've used this deck. I use this consistently every single day, ever since I got it. It's one of my workhorse decks. and this is my favorite writer, Waite Smith. So I have a blue box that is not the Blushing Fool. These two are very similar in color and cardstocks, but there's something about the blues and the grays that I personally just go crazy for in this deck. And it's very subtle, but for some reason this deck feels very vibrant to me and bright. And also, there's the Blushing Fool. I love that it's not perfect, so you get like these really beautiful plaid backs. I like it when it's not the same. It's very inconsistent and different. I don't know why, US games can't just go back to this, Just this nice quality, beautiful deck. They need to. They really need to like up their game and just give us some good Waite Smith decks. This is beautiful. This is my favorite card in the deck. But I just love these blues and these darker grays. Like the other one I have is a little bit like lighter gray. And the background stands out to me more in this deck. And the more I use it, the better it is. The more softer it gets. And it's very durable too. So I love it. It's so detailed. And this was gifted to me from Aldana, so it's more special for me too. I love this card, the Hermit. It's beautiful. I say beautiful a lot. Another deck that I was using a lot is this one, but then I got my Mini Thoth greenie, and so I haven't been using this one, but this was gifted to me as well from Maria Wessels. She's in the community too. I don't know if I should be saying their full name, but her name's Maria, and she's great. But she gifted me this little standard size Dutch, and then she made me this beautiful bag, and so this deck is also very meaningful and special to me. Also, I prefer this thinner cardstock. And I love the artwork on here. I feel like it's very gentle and nice to look at. It's not overly, it just has like a nice natural look to it. And the feel, and it's one of my favorites. And I guess maybe because it was gifted to me too. I love this card too. I went on like this huge kick on buying a bunch of standard Thoth decks, like different editions, and trying to like find the best one, but this one was honestly, I have always went back to this one because it's my favorite. Beautiful. I love this Three of Cups. This one. It's so pretty. And I'm not scared to like, batter this one up. That's what it's meant for, and I just think as I use it more and more, it just gets more beautiful. Oh, here it is. Here's this one. This one's so beautiful. So I actually did my first reading with it, and it's very angelic, and if you are interested in this, I would definitely go recommend, I will put a link down below for Nova. Just go message her on Instagram. If you want to get this deck for personal use, definitely go sooner than later, I would suggest. But it has a very aura feel to it and very cosmic. And it's very gentle as well. And it's actually just very inviting to look at. It's very soft. I love that. It's so pretty. Yeah, it pairs beautiful with this one. And did I show that already? Oh, see, I just get lost. I do that all the time. I'll like repeat myself. There's times where I was making videos and I would repeat and show the same deck again, and then I would have to like catch it, and yeah, it's embarrassing. Oh well. Beautiful. These backs are super cool too. Okay. Goddess of Love Tarot. I pulled this out finally. So when this deck came out, I like went crazy for this deck, and I believe all of us did in the community. I love everything about this deck, so this is how much I've used it. I don't mind the cardstock, and I actually really do love these red borders. But this is perfect for Valentine's, and I feel like this is, I don't know, it just feels perfect for this season, and I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they did change the cardstock on the second edition, because like everybody loves this, and I'm sure they got a lot of feedback about, you know, the cardstock sucks and what were they thinking, you know. I love this card. But I just pulled it out and I just got to enjoy it and have like a new passion for this deck. But I really do love this. I love the feeling of it. Like, I just love working with it. Even though it is a crappy cardstock, I still enjoy the feeling of it. And it's not the worst. I love the size. I love this card too. It's one of my favorites. The Knight of, or the Witch of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards in this deck. And the Devil, I love this Devil. Super cute. And, okay, so I did all those. Kim Cran's Animal Spirit deck, of course. This pamphlet is a game changer for me with this deck. This is an indie version. The indie version has this pamphlet and the mass market doesn't. If I never got this indie version, I probably wouldn't have cared about this deck as much. But it's because of Kim Cran puts a good quality cardstock on here, and so I just enjoy working with it. Also, it pairs well with everything. I love this octopus. And I've studied and worked with this consistently for about 2 years now, and I still haven't like quite got it down 100%. Like, it's not how I know tarot. It's a slow and steady learning experience, but I really do enjoy this, and it's always reads well for me. And this is good for like energy check-ins, perspectives, kind of like understanding somebody's, you know, how they see the world, or, you know, what kind of role they play, or their personality, their intentions, the energy. This works great for that. I love the unicorn. Love it so much. I hope Kim Crans makes more decks. Her decks are awesome. I hope she does it. Castar Tarot. I pulled this out. I like the way this deck looks. Disheveled. Honestly, and it doesn't take very long for this deck to get disheveled. I believe that this one and the Golden Rider both have the same cardstock. And I found out that this deck actually pairs well with the Ritual Tarot. I have a hard time finding a pair for this deck. I used to love this deck, and then I just go through like these times where I just don't even want to touch it. But then right now it just feels perfect, and it looks really beautiful. Sometimes I don't think it looks beautiful, but right now it looks really beautiful to me. It must be the season. Probably because we're transitioning into spring. This one feels like a fall deck for me. I used to always call it a Virgo deck. My favorite card. Reads well. The Adapt Tarot. I love this deck. It's so fun. So she is creating a other oracle. It's called I Spy, which is really funny because when we did our picture book tag with Rachel at Second Thoughts About the Mission, I put this on there and I said it reminded me of I Spy, and then she's making an I Spy oracle, which is perfect. And she always posts pictures of this with the writer Waite Smith, and now I understand how perfect these two work with together. And this deck reads so well. Someday, like, I don't know, like I love it. Like, I love the artwork and stuff, and the only thing I would wish that was changed is this part. Like, I wish it was all multicolor and different, like every single card. Like, that would be a lot of work, but I think it would just add so much more depth and more beauty. Also, I would love to see like maybe a different like card stock, but that's just my opinion. Overall, I still think it's a really beautiful deck, and it's one of my favorites. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't think I've ever tried pairing these two together, but they pair really well. What else? The Apparition Tarot. I love this deck. This deck left my collection and came back, and I worked with this every day since I got it, and I've read the guidebook. The guidebook is really good. So I'm happy that this is in my collection. This is another special deck. I never used it when I first got it. Like, I was always too scared to ruin it because it has like the gilding and stuff. And this has the same cardstock as the Scarab and Dahlia Tarot, and I used the shit out of that deck. And that deck kind of helped me to, I don't know, I just kept thinking about the Apparition Tarot after I used Scarab and Dahlia. And I was like, I want to get that deck again. Anyways, it's one of the coolest decks ever. I think this was featured on Vogue magazine, which is really dope and rewarding for Mary. It's so good. I love to pair this deck with my Thoth deck. And Tabula Mundine, I love to pair it with. Cosmic Wisdom Tarot, I love this deck. This deck is getting very used and very worn in. And like I said, I love when my decks are worn in. And yeah, it's so much softer now. Before, the gilding used to kind of hurt my hands, and it was sticky, but now it's perfect. And this has like some of my favorite Major Arcana decks. Like this, cards, sorry. The World is one of my favorites. This Chariot's one of my favorites. I love this background. It's special. And it's probably one of my most used decks in... That's my favorite card too. 2024. I love this Page of Cups. I mean, like, there's some cards I don't like in here, but for overall, like, I have some of like my favorite cards in here. Road to Nowhere Oracle. I'm excited to work with this one and this one together. I wonder how they would pair. Because these, I know that the Kilig or King, whatever, I don't know what it's called yet. This is one of my favorite decks. I know it's going to be too. I just think it's really pretty. Like, this is the style of collage decks that I like. This is my style, or what I tend to try to look for in a collage deck, is something like this. Paired with Thoth, it's going to be great. Yeah, it's really pretty. Of course, the Road to Nowhere Oracle. I'm so excited. Summer Love. Ooh, I bet this would look good with this one too. Ooh, and I bet this would look good with this one too. Let me check. I forgot to put this one. They're about the same size. This would be interesting. Yeah, I'm digging it. I would do it. I'll show you some more of these cards, and then I'll put it away, but this is my Summer Love. This is the deck that I dreamed of having, of Carol's. The deck that I pictured of myself having. So this one is very special. Oh, it's so pretty. I love everything about it. I love all of the colors. I love her, just the work she's done. It's very, like, fully developed is what she called it. There's so much glitter and so much sparkle and iridescent, and it's one of her best works, I would say, or just whatever I've experienced. It's definitely one of her best creations that I know of or I've ever got to experience. It's so incredible how she's able to, like, you know, have like these shadings and of like these dark blue purples. That shading is just crazy good. In the bedroom I was staying in my hometown for Christmas, there was a cool lighting in the bedroom I was staying at, and it made these cards pop like no other. Like, I feel like I can't even get to what I was seeing at home. I love this card. It's my favorite. It's my favorite strength card. And then I got to see my Mystic Firestar. This one, and this one is packed with iridescent. Like, this one feels like it's more transparent, I would say. But when I was in King Cove, it looked full on. Like, there's a lot of paint on here, although it may seem like it's not, but it's just a transparent deck, and it's beautiful. Okay, and then This is my Thoth deck. I guess I'll just show you some of my favorite Thoth decks right now. This one is one of my favorites. This has the prettiest hermit card in here. And it has this gray hue on it. I don't know, it just has a beautiful gray hue. And then some of the cards like have like this pretty light green. The cardstock is very buttery and thinner. It's on the thinner side. And I love this too, even the yellows. This Fool is my favorite. Yeah, this one is probably my favorite. One of my favorite greenies. This one has like a misprint right here, but you can't really see it in the camera. And it probably looks more gray, but I love this yellow hue. Some of my greenies don't have that, but this one does, and I love it. This Empress card's my favorite. Isn't it pretty? And the colors are different. The borders, I love this card. This deck looks so big right now because I'm so used to using the smaller decks. It's amazing though, because it never gets old for me. I just still fall in love with this deck. It's just so cool. How does that work that way? That means it's very special to me. And it's a passion of mine for sure. Because it's been days and days and it just never gets old. And then here's another one that I love. This one's a beautiful greenie. I love this card. I love the blues. Very dark. I don't know how to describe the color borders. It looks like an army green color. Army green gray. It's one of my most favorite greenies. And here are the backs. They're more yellow. Oh, the other one. Let me show you. This one, the one that I just showed you, have like these nice soft backs. And then here is the Swan. This one I just showed in my other video. I try not to use this as much, but I do love to look at it all the time. Because I think it's so pretty. Yeah. This one's beautiful. Very pretty. I need to do some stuff with those. And what else do I want to share? Oh, this Divine Love Oracle is really nice. It's just a simple deck. It's a make playing cards deck, and it's called Divine Love Oracle. It's like if you do love readings, I would recommend this. It's a nice little energy check deck to see kind of what the situation's like, and it's very versatile. But this is one of my most used decks too. I don't know if I showed this Medicine Woman companion book, but I bought this. Did I show you? Yeah, I think I did. And it has like this beautiful thick paper. I think I did. I don't remember. But anyways, yeah, this is very nice. It's huge. And then the Medicine Woman Tarot I'm still working on. My Tarot de Thoth from Agnes at Cartogram. This is a beautiful deck. I missed this deck, so I didn't take it with me to my hometown because I didn't want to ruin the box, pretty much. But here's some of the extra cards. Beautiful backs. I've used this a ton already. That's amazing. My gilding didn't last this time. It lasts a lot. It lasts better on my Oswith Worth. This is a chunky monkey though, and this is how I shuffle it. So I do it sideways this way, and it's so satisfying. And it actually does a really good job at doing that. And I just kind of look away. But I really enjoy working with this. And then, I just had to find ways to work with it because there is like a slight bow, but that's what you should expect from a hand deck. And then I found out that overhand shuffling it the long way is the best way for it. And it's so soft, and it dried up because it was soaped. And at first it was very shiny, but now it's dried up, and it's just beautiful. It's so bright and green. It's very green. Let me show you the backs like that. Oops. I have a favorite card in this, and it's the Two of Disc, and I've already like found it. I already know which one it is. Hold on, let me see if I could find it just by looking. It's like I already know these backs super well. And there's some like have these beautiful like bubbles that she did. I don't know how she did that. But it has this oval. It's not bubbles though. It just has like this cool little cheetah effect. This is my favorite card. And this is the Two of Discs. Oh, did I show the deck? I don't think I did. I think I was just fucking around. Yeah, this is a love for me. Anything that's been made for me is going to be a favorite of mine, and I'm going to love it. And I do love the brightness. I do love the greenness and the quality of the cardstock. I wouldn't want it any other way, honestly. It definitely holds a different energy for me. I love this Empress, and I don't know, it looks more yellow in the camera, but it's so pretty in person. And I think that's pretty much what I'm using right now. Yep, I think that's it. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.